Hey, it's about 2 a.m. in the morning. I just want to pass this message I got last night to you all. When trusting the process that you're going through with God, it's going to look to some doubters that you don't know what you're doing. It's going to look like scrambling eggs looks in the beginning of that process. It's going to look like a mess. But one thing about scrambled eggs, when you stirring those eggs, when you beating those eggs, when you whipping those eggs, it starts off just looking like a mixture of what in the world is going on. But as you have those eggs in the pan, or if you put them in the oven, wherever you put your eggs at on a hot plate, when you applying that heat, are they in that pan or whatever you're cooking them in, they start to form together. And if you use a spoon, then you can make them look fluffy. God already knows where you're going to be. It's you that don't know. But when you stick with God and God allows that heat to happen in your life under the ingredients and the process that he gives to you to do and perform, it can turn out to be a beautiful picture. But it's only going to be that if you stick through that whole process. Think about any time in your life when you know you had got an idea in your mind to do something. You saw the steps happen in your head. And let's talk about the positive things to do something. You saw the steps happen in your head. And eventually, you made the gutsy decision to sacrifice and follow those steps all the way through, even when it looked like a mess, even when the heat was on you, and you finished that order of things, that sequential order of things, and you got the good results. Yeah, that's how things turn out. It's going to look like it ain't going to work together. But in all, it ends up working together. And for people who never took God at his word, took those ideas that come from God, the supernatural God, to the natural part of God, which is within you. People who know how this works, it works out. It's only the people who have doubted God all their lives. It's only the people who follow a worldly perception of things are the ones who don't understand how this thing works with the omniscient God. But you know, I know. So after a while, what I want to encourage the non-believers of the godly process to do is follow the process all the way through. Whatever God's telling you to do, you know it's God when it leads to godly results. In other words, you knew it had to take a God to accomplish what you need to accomplish. Not just any God, but one that's supernatural. You knew that, how do you know it's godly results? When a lot of times, it only is going to make sense to you. Or it's going to make sense to other people. But other people, they're not going to try the process because they don't have the sacrificial offering within them to do it. But you got it. God showed you that it works. And I can give you ample scriptures, a variety of scriptures, when just following what God tells you to do works. But y'all know I love Luke chapter 5. When God went to the fishermen, told him cast out to the deep. But it's so many others. It's so many others. Just read the Bible all the way through and you'll find yours. I've been found mine, and there's others that I have as well, but it's too soon in the morning. I'm just gonna drop that on y'all. It may not look the way you want things to look in the beginning. Just like those eggs, when you start whipping them and stirring them and scrambling them. But once you apply that heat in that process, that sequential order of how to make some eggs or how to make an omelet or whatever you want to make, a quiche, whatever they call it. That's just like God telling you to do things. Follow that process and you get godly results. Keep it there.